Hello and welcome to our Storyboard 18 special, Decoding B2B, Marketing That Means Business, a special series in partnership with LinkedIn. I'm Shibani Gharat. In today's conversation, we explore how AI is reshaping the landscape of B2B marketing and driving impactful growth at every scale. Joining us are two leading voices in the field, Sachin Sharma, LinkedIn Marketing Solutions India, and Abhishek GP, Atlin. Welcome to CNBC TV 18.
Thank you, Shibani.
Marketers' role today, as we see, has changed, has evolved, looks much different. What has really changed and what has stayed on?
The modern marketer needs to blend narrative, numbers, and code. I think that's the biggest change for a marketer. And the change gets manifested in different ways depending on context and company size. So for example, at Atlin, we have built an AI engine that not just pulls market insights and account level insights, it also helps crafts personalized ads, content, and gets you campaign results with a simple prompt. And this alone has cut our go-to-market launch time in half. Now, at Freshworks, we had a different problem statement. We were moving up market, which meant we were moving into newer markets and targeting newer personas. In that scenario, the marketer had to be highly experimental in nature. So build hypotheses, test those hypotheses, pick the winners in terms of what worked, what didn't, and then scale those into a narrative or a campaign. Fast feedback loop is truly the proof point for a modern marketer in today's time.
Sachin, your thoughts on this?
I think there's been a massive transformation in a marketer's role, and that is true across SMBs and enterprise. There's an increased focus, obviously, on innovation, scale, resilience, and that means mounting demands on marketers. So to Abhishek's points, yes, there was a point in time when marketers were held accountable for brand, and brand love used to be the true north that they were chasing. And nowadays, it is more about measurable business outcome. The truth of the matter is there has to be a data layer. There has to be AI and new age solutions that help them achieve this. All of this in conjunction is helping them do a better job.
AI is also in a big way changing marketing. So how does it help whether you are targeting those 100 customers, which are like the 100 high value customers, or, reaching out to like a much larger set of consumers?
B2B marketers in India are already saying that they're using generative AI basically to try and achieve three goals. One is to automate their operational workloads, to drive productivity, and to improve cost efficiencies. And everyone's excited because they all believe AI in marketing is going to boost their ROIs. AI by itself, all alone in isolation, is not good enough. So it has to be supported by a layer of creativity, which is where humans come in. And the founding block, the starting block to all of this is a good trusted data layer. I think that's where LinkedIn really shines, is that we have access to first-party data that people have contributed of their own will. And so you start from a very strong point when you're looking at AI solutions.
Yeah, and how do you use, AI at Atlin?
Pre-AI, ABM was favored by organizations with only deep pockets. Now, AI has almost sort of flattened out that divide. Absolutely. And so that's changed. Now, the winners and losers get separated based on speed of insight and speed of execution. At Atlin, we use AI to scale trust. And our motivation is to ensure that we are relevant to buyers and customers at every single touch point. That's how we are using AI at Atlin, and it's been a game changer.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, AI has sort of democratized ABM across enterprises as well as SMBs. So what are the best possible ways for businesses to drive visibility, whether it is like a small enterprise or even like a large business entity?
Now, large enterprise have the power of numbers. They have a large employee base. And increasingly, buyers trust trusted recommendations. And so there is a way to convert your employee voices into trusted recommendations if you truly drive employee advocacy as a program. For early stage companies, my recommendation is to think of founder brand actively. Your buyers and customers would love to hear from someone who's built that brand, the human behind that brand. So that's one under-leveraged tactic, in my opinion.
On that note, LinkedIn definitely, plays a part over here. What is LinkedIn doing? How do influencers on LinkedIn play a role in this aspect?
At LinkedIn, we like to say that you have to show up with purpose and you show up with consistency.
Sure.
And that is what drives visibility in today's day and age. Influencers are becoming a very hot property in B2B marketing. And this is different from B2C because these influencers are sometimes users, sometimes early adopters of your products. The other is, to your earlier point about using AI. So we have something where you can pick up your web page, your address, a landing page, and you can go ahead and launch a campaign all by itself with creatives, with ongoing optimization, everything done on the fly by the system itself. So imagine if you are a small company or an early stage startup and you don't have deep pockets or a very large team, you can truly punch above your weight by using just the tools, the AI-enabled features that LinkedIn is offering you today.
So if you can share with us, how can, businesses create this personalized storytelling or personalized message to drive a greater impact?
One of the key parameters that drive personalization is data. Large organizations have access to both volume and quality of data.
Sure.
Smaller brands still need to go with authenticity. It's important that they leverage their core asset, which is the first few employees, the founder, to then ensure their true and authentic voices get heard in the market.
Sachin, if you can also elaborate on that.
What is storytelling today about in B2B marketing? It is about what your company stands for. So what is your ethos? The kind of problem that you're trying to solve. What do your founders truly believe in? Who are some of the other people in the industry who are supporting your cause? All of that comes together to build a human story. Small enterprises, they have a definite advantage, right?
Sure.
They're very close to their users. They have a community thing going. They can get involved in a very strong human storytelling. But at the same time, large enterprises, they have the rigor, scale, the budgets, and the structured approach. So I think it's about merging these two, bringing these two together.
Yeah.
And if they can learn from each other. So small enterprises, if they can learn just the strategic consistency of what a brand stands for. And then large enterprises, if they can get more involved with a story that sounds very useful, but also humane and connected to their users, that bridges the gap. And that is what our platform tries to do, is give everyone the opportunity to share, narrate, and have users adapt to that story.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us and thanks for sharing these insights.
Thank you,
with
Shabani.
us.
Thank you.
Welcome back. With the launch of its affordable smartphone, Vibe 5G, HMD is attempting to strike a chord with India's Gen Z and young millennials. This device also marks HMD's entry into the sub 10,000 rupees category, which is highly competitive. Hence, to stand out amidst the competition, they have launched a new campaign featuring acting powerhouse Sanya Malhotra of Mrs. Fame. This new HMD campaign isn't just about tech specs, it's about energy, identity, and self-expression. To tell us more, we are joined in by Sanya Malhotra and Ravi Kunwar, Vice President and CEO, HMD India and APAC. Sanya and Ravi, welcome to CNBC TV 18. It's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
Sanya, let's begin this conversation with you. You are a part of this film that is urging the consumers, the younger generation, to claim their vibe. So tell us, what does this core message mean to you as an individual?
Claiming your vibe, I think, to finding your own comfort and confidence in that comfort. I think that's vibe for me. I'm quite comfortable being myself, off or on camera, and my values and my style really resonates very well with the brand. I think HMD really gets me to shoot my best ads of my career ever. The last one we shot, it looked so good that industry people were calling me and telling me how good that ad is. I got many messages and calls from many actors. And even this one, it looks so cool and it's quite vibey. Like when you watch it, you would know. Like I'm having so much fun on set today shooting it. So yeah, it's the style and the comfort and the confidence that you feel within. That's the vibe.
And you spoke about the last campaign, and it has been a year since your association with HMD.
Yes.
How has it panned out so far? And are you using any of the HMD devices?
Yeah, I'm using the HMD Barbie phone nowadays, as I was telling you. It's such a style statement.
Yeah.
And also, it has really helped me, I don't know, just disconnect and be in my own world. I love it. I love shooting on it. It has really good camera.
Yeah.
It takes me back to my, I don't know, it has a very nostalgic feeling to it.
It does.
And a lot of my friends got it after they saw that phone on me. So I've
Yeah.
been using that. I've been using Crest.
Yeah.
Again, another amazing camera. I'm talking about camera because that's my job. I'm quite like I'm constantly shooting content for my social media, and I use the camera a lot.
Yeah.
But I've used Crest, I've used the HMD Barbie, and it's been an amazing collaboration with the brand.
Yeah, and with this campaign, you're also coming up with a new device that marks your entry in the sub 10K category.
Yeah.
Highly competitive, of course, for the price sensitive consumer. So what will make this device stand, apart from the rest in the market right now?
Yeah, so obviously with this device, which is HMD Vibe 5G, we're trying to hit the affordable segment. Now the price, obviously closer to time, we'll talk about it. But the idea is not just about talking about one particular feature. So while it could be over-indexed on camera or on battery or on processor, but the whole campaign, I think, which we are shooting today with Sanya is around claiming back your life, being comfortable in your own skin. And that's what this device, HMD Vibe 5G, does, because it's not about one particular moment. It's how do you carry the phone and how the phone actually interacts with you during the day and how it optimizes the day. So I think it's loaded with features, but it is also optimized in terms of how you carry your day through with this phone.
Yeah, and that's a bold step when you're speaking about that in the campaign, considering that this category is full of brands that are speaking about, only specifications.
Yeah.
The campaigns are very specs heavy, like, this much battery life, this is the chipset, or, these are the camera specifications, these many number of cameras. So why did you choose this path, considering, HMD is fairly late into like this highly competitive Indian smartphone market?
So I believe that this particular category is getting commoditized, and there are hardly any differentiating features, because at the end of the day, how do one feature optimize the other feature? It's very, very difficult to kind of differentiate. Our approach is that yes, all the features are given, it's optimized, but beyond that, at the end of the day, we are humans, and we say we are human mobile devices. How does actually it enhances your life during the day is what is important. And that's what we have looked at this campaign and at the phone as well.
We love your content and reels on social media platform. But having said that, Sanya, what is your personality when it comes to you using a smartphone? You mentioned you use camera quite a lot.
Yeah.
So are you a camera queen? Are you someone whose love language is sharing and expressing themselves through sharing reels with your friends and family members, or making reels, or saving all the memes on your phone?
Camera queen and making reels, definitely, because I shoot a lot of content on my phone. I'm constantly shooting. There are so many things that I don't even end up posting, but I'm constantly shooting on my phone.
So what is the one app that you can't live without on your device?
Camera for sure.
What is your guilty pleasure while scrolling through the content on social media platforms? Is it dog and cat videos? I watch a lot of
100%.
that.
I love cat videos.
Cat videos. And what else? Brain rot content, cringe stuff?
All, a mix of all. I think you need a balance in life and the content that you're watching.
I'm interested in what is your algo throwing at you right now? What is the kind of content
A
that
lot
you're
of
seeing?
cringe, and I don't mind it at all. I like it.
Yeah. So, who else's digital vibe do you love or admire on social media platform these days?
I listen to this podcast by Andrew Huberman, and I'm quite obsessed with it. Like whatever he posts, I'm constantly I have all his notifications on.
Wonderful.
Whenever he posts, I want to know what he has posted. All the science-backed knowledge about health and fitness.
Shall
I ask you the same questions, Ravi? What is?
I believe it's more of a digital detox for me, because that's what we've been promoting.
Yeah.
And what I believe is there'll be a point in time where, as humans, we'll have to find the right balance between the digital cringe which we have and driving the productivity which we have. So obviously I'll be more towards a digital detox
Yeah.
rather than the other side.
Yeah, so you are moving away from, a lot of things that we've seen traditional smartphone players do. But Ravi, give us also an understanding on how will this campaign stand as a blueprint for HMD's strategy moving forward in the country? Because now you will have devices not just from like the 10,000 to, let's say, a sub 40,000 range, but well below 10,000 to like and all competitive budget categories as well.
So this campaign, which is all around HMD is the vibe, is not just a product campaign. I think it's more of a brand refresh in terms of the kind of freshness which Sanya will bring into the campaign, which is appealing to the Gen Zs of the world in terms of what their likes are, how they want to live their daily life. And I believe it is going to stand a long way in terms of delivering the brand message of the values which we stand for. And recently we celebrated our 100 millionth phone in a span of 8 years. So I think that was a big milestone for HMD to achieve in a short span of 8 years. And with campaigns and associations like these, I'm sure the next 100 would be in much, much lesser time for us.
Yeah, and also tell us what are some of the key consumer trends that you are seeing in the Indian smartphone market today that are shaping your strategies?
So a lot is being talked about AI these days. And earlier, if I go around a year back, it was more of a buzzword. But now there are real use cases which actually help the consumers in terms of getting more productivity out of the phone. So I think AI is going to be very important. And it is not something which is going to be limited to smartphones as well. But a lot of our population, rural population, is still on the feature
phones.
And that's where to drive, let's say, the digital payment theory, the apps like UPI or let's say a cloud phone will definitely shape that part of India as well.
I have more questions for you on the vibe. So what is your online and offline vibe?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah. I can't really fake it. And you can't fake a vibe online or offline. So it's pretty much the same. Whatever I am, I'm the same online.
Is that detox really important for you as a person to keep your phone aside, to cut off from the world?
100%.
How does it, shape, you as a person? What does it do to you as a person, that detox?
I think because we're constantly consuming, we are hardly giving ourselves that space and that mental space. And I soon realized that especially during the night, if you don't get that break and give yourself the time off of technology and not spending time with your family, I think for me, I was not, I think, producing enough melatonin to sleep, and I've had developed this habit of overthinking in the night. Even in my sleep, I was constantly thinking. That's the reason I made sure to have a very solid nighttime routine, which is to do nothing.
That's where, your feature phones and the digital detox phones play a role.
Because the Barbie phone 8 looks so cute, but also has all the important things that you need. And it really helps whenever I have to disconnect, and especially when I'm traveling, I really like to use that, because that's the time I do not want to be disturbed or I do not want to be on social media that much. I do use it.
Great. And, my final question to you, Ravi, is going forward, keeping all the trends in mind and, knowing the fact that there is tremendous headroom for growth, in the Indian market and the Indian smartphone market. What is your ambition with HMD, since now you have also entered the sub 10,000 rupees category?
Yeah. So obviously this market is growing. I think it's one of the largest markets by volume and value. There's close to almost 150 million consumers annually who buy a smartphone. The way I look at it is, now we are a full line player. So obviously we are not at the top end of the spectrum. We are starting as low as, let's say, a sub 10,000 rupees to as high as a 30 to 40,000 rupees. Now that is going to give us edge, but it is not about just the product and the spec, but the kind of innovation which we bring around the AI, and that's where we are targeting, which will help us grow. And our expectation is, it's both from a brand perspective and product perspective. It is partnerships. It's partnerships like the one which we have with Sanya, partnerships like the one which we have with Rajasthan Royals, and the product innovation which we'll bring in and continue to bring in will definitely give us the kind of growth we're
And
looking
not
at.
being right there at the top also gives you this ability to take the risks.
Yeah.
Like, that, let's say, a top end player would not be willing to take. So what are those risks that you're willing to take in the country, in this
So
market?
obviously we are not number one in that space, so we try harder. It's not about taking risks per se, but it is about getting insights from what the consumers these days actually want. And that's where we are working and focusing our strengths on and trying to give to consumers what they really need, whether it's from the AI perspective, whether it is from the UI perspective which they want, or whether it is the physicality of the hardware which they need, which could fit into the palm of their hands.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks both of you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, X and YouTube. Thanks for watching. We will be back same time next week. See you soon.